All right, this is the CVT Guitar Lesson for Willie on UFO, Too Hot to Handle, the 2 guitar solos, and the tuning will be standard for this. What we're doing is kind of, simplifying is not the word, but I'm kind of generalizing these and putting them into little riffs. So they're not necessarily going to be note for note exact, but they're very close. And I think it'll be very usable for you. There's going to be 2 different keys soloing in too, which we'll talk about that. But let's jump right in. Okay, there's 2 little riffs in there, but this is solo 1, a minute 30 in, key of B / G sharp minor for the first solo. So, okay, both of those keys. So, what would be cool, Willie, is even if you had a simple rock or rock metal backing track in that key, is to try and take some of these Schenker style riffs and play them over that as well, okay? So, and they're movable, you know, anything's typically movable. You may have to make some adjustments only when there's an open string involved, but outside of that, you can hit whatever key you want. 10G, 9B, I'd go middle index on that. Strum it lettering, you know, you don't want to do a gliss, which would be, you want this. You want to hear them, then slide it a half step sharp. That means 1 fret, we're moving it up. Once you get there, strum it, and you'll see double dots. You're going to do that 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then an extra hit after that 3rd one. So that's number 1. No, actually number 1, we got to finish it by going 9th fret, G and B twice, rest. So the little subgroup number 1 is this. Number 2, 1 minute 34 seconds in. 7 G and B, like double stops here. And if you haven't done a lot of these, which you probably have, Willie, because I know Schenker's one of your favorites, and he does this a lot, where you grab 2 strings, barring the 7th fret G and B with the 1st finger, and then the 9th fret G and B with the 3rd finger. But watch what I do. When I come down to 9, I leave the 1st finger and I drop my middle finger down as well, because we're going to bend up, release, and pull off to the 7th fret. And these 2 fingers will help support that bend, so it's not one finger trying to do it. Like that. And then you can strum 9s and 7s, G, B after that. So it's 9G vibrato rest, and then just bar down, 9th fret G and B, rest. That's lick number 2. Move them around, you know. That's B major. So let's say you want it in C major. Let's say you want it in D major. E major. Okay, so number 3. Now I thought this was really cool. I had never played anything like this exactly. He's going, you're going to go 16E index, 17B middle, hit them both, but bend the B string a whole step and release it. And then go 19G, and then strum 17, 16, B and E twice. Do all that 2 times. That's number 3 at a minute 36. And then number 4, stay there, strum it 3 times, but we need to switch fingers, middle and 3rd finger now. You're going to strum 3 times and pull off to the 15th fret on the B, so you may as well set that down as well and go. Oops. Thought that was pretty cool too. 2 of those. Minute 41, number 5, 22B. And we're going to go up here, and what you're going to do, it's a unison bend. You're going to go. Oops. Bend the 22, grab the 19E, do that twice. I just leave the 19 down. 22 twice, bend the 2nd one, vibrato. And of course I'm backing that bend with a couple fingers. Number 140, or a minute 43, number 6. We're going to go 19E to 22, pull off to 19, 21, pull off to 19, so that gives you this. And then 22B, 19E down up. Now, depending on how fast you're playing it, will depend whether you want to go down up on the end of that. That's stuff that you'll have to think about. Because you can get pretty fast by doing downs on all of it, actually. But I like the down up on the end. It's a cool little run. Okay, number 7, bend 21G. And I notice he does a lot of riffs way up the neck. It's hard to get in these little tiny frets on any guitar. But on this one here, you can either go third or middle. You're going to bend the 21G. Oops, I'm on 19. And then bar 19 EB. So you're going to go down, up on 22, pull 19. So you have, I'd use the middle, I think, on this. Cool run though, huh? And there's so many variations of that particular riff. Number 8, 22 or 21G again. Bend, kill it, 21, pull 19 twice, and then 21D. So you have, and then go middle, 19G, you got to jump back a little, pull 18, and then 19, 21 on the D. We're going to continue on. This is a little longer one, but 19 hammer 21 on the A twice, and then end on the 19E. So you have, oops, maybe go third on that. Okay. Number 9, 17 low E to 19, and then 17, 18, 19 on the A. 16, 19 D, and these are all pentatonics here. 16, 19 G as well. When you get to the 19 G, pull 16, and then go 18. And that's where that ends. So you have, and once again, it comes down to how fast you want to play that lick on whether you're going to alternate pick something. Number 10, a minute 51. 17B, we're going to bend it a whole step, third finger, hold it, and then kill it. 15B, we're going to go half step bend, 16G twice. So it sounds like this. I like stuff like that where you got a whole bend, half bend. Oops. And you can experiment with fingering too. It's different than if you just go, just by adding that half step bend. So you have 14E, 15B, bend a half step, 16G vibrato. And I love that too. Not about quantity of notes, which we know Schenker can do, but it's note choice as well, and he's definitely that guy. In my mind, I see a B minor chord there, but little things like that will help me because I've used that chord a lot, so I already know what we're doing. We're bending the middle, the 15B a half step. All right, moving on to page 3. Number 11, a minute 53 in, 5B, slide to 7, and then upstroke 7E, 10 pull 7B, 10 7BE, 10 pull 7B, and then 9G bend, and then 7B. Yeah. 7G, kind of shift that index up, half bend, and then 9 pull 7D. After you do that, so you go 9GD, up down, half step bend on the G, 7, then 9D. So yeah, that one was a little bit long, but you could make these subgroups smaller to those last 4 notes where I went. You know, that's cool too. So you have minute 56, number 12, 4-7G, 5-6-7, 6-5B. So, then I'd bring the index to the 5B. A lot of people would want to go, you're going to run out of fingers, so go. And then go 6B, 7G, strum them, slide it up a half step. So, cool. Number 13, 9th fret, 3rd finger barred, G and B. And 9D after that, same finger. 7G and B, hammer to 8G. When you hammer the 8G, you should hear 2 notes. What happens often is people will hammer, and when they hammer, the middle mutes out the B string. The beauty of this little lick here is, where the double stop is, you hear 2 notes. Sounds like a chord. That's all a number 13 is. Okay, so I would go up, down, up. And then alternate pick 9-7D, 9-8-7-5A. So you have 5A, 7A bend, 5-7 AE. I would go up, down, vibrato, 5A bend. Let's do all that kind of moderate tempo. All right, that's it for the first solo. Number 2, now this is E major, C sharp minor, our keys changing. 2 minutes, 53 seconds, 3rd finger 10B, we're gonna bend, kill it, bend, release, pull to 8, 9G vibrato, so it sounds like this. Number 17, 3 minutes, 1 second. These are just unison bends, 12E, 15B, I'm gonna back it with the middle, hit them both, bend the B a whole step, 4 times. That's it for number 17. Number 18, 15B, we're going to go bend, and then rest, 12E up, 15B down, pull 12, 15B vibrato. It's a cool one. And Schenker uses that one a lot. All right, there you go. Number 19, 12E to 15B, pull 12, 14G, bend, slide. That's it for number 19. But that in itself, if you don't slide, cool stuff. And it's only 4 notes. Number 20, 14G, bend, down, or downstroke, up on 12B, 15, pull 12B. That's all that one is, and that's another cool one. You can change the fingering. He'll use that a lot, and he'll be kicking on the wah pedal. Number 21, and another thing, I don't have double dots around all of them, only if he was repeating it, but take some of these and double dot them, repeat them over and over so you get used to it. The muscle memory will kick in. Number 21, 14G, bend, release, pull to 12. And then 14, 12, DG, vibrato, rest, slide. Number 22, 3 minutes and 8 seconds in, 17E, bend it 3 times, release, pull off to 15 on the last one. 17B, 2 times, vibrato. All right, page 4, number 23, 3 minutes, 10 seconds in, 12B up, 15G down. I like this too. On the G, go 15, 14, 12, 14, and then 14D. And then up on 12G, this starts number 24, so let's you just number 23. Starting with an up, ending with an up. Number 24, 12 slide to 11 on the G. 14 pull 12 G. 14 pull 13 12 on the A. Slide to 10. And 12 E is the ending of it. Let's play those together though, moderate tempo. It's awesome. If you don't like the double pull, alternate pick it. Different ways to do it. Number 25, 14 on the A, we're going to go down, up, down, 14, 13, 12, slide to 10, which we just ended the last one with. Slide to 10, go 12A, 12E, down, up. 10A, there's that half bend rest, 12E vibrato rest. So this one sounds like this. 314 timestamp number 26, 15B. We're going to bend that with the third finger. Some of these are similar to other ones. Bend, rest, and then go 12E up, 15B down, pull 12. And I put 6 times. I think he did 6 or 8. Anyways, one thing I want to point out, I've seen a lot of people play that riff, but when they come off the bend, they end up flicking the strings and it makes a lot of noise. The way to fix that is when you come to the 12E, make sure your finger's up a little higher than normal to where that B string drops onto the tip of your index. It'll keep it nice and clean. Another interesting point, sometimes if you take a 4-note riff, like this one for example, and start on a different note, but loop it still, it makes it easier. Let's say we want to start with fret 12, which is the second note of the riff, and then 15 pull 12B, and then bend the 15B, make the first note become the last note. It messes with your mind sometimes, but it might make it easier. So try starting on a different note once in a while on a short loop riff like this. Number 27, 12th fret G and B barred with the first finger. This is kind of a percussive part he does. And then go, so once, and then mute right where it sits, down, up. And then go down, up 12. And then mute the same strings. So it's up on, I'm messing it up. So 12. 12, 12, mute, up 12, mute, mute, 14D vibrato. So it's... If you took the first 12 off, for me it's easier. So maybe start it from there. Because these, I'm assuming you're going to use them for jam tracks or just to jam when you're playing, and that might be an easier start point. So it's 1 mute, 2 mute. All right, number 28, 22E, we're going to bend it 3 times, and that's all that one is. Number 29, 19G, I'm going to go with middle finger here. And then go 17, 12, or 17, 20 on the B, and pull off to 17, and that's double dots. Index is touching the G when I come off the that G string. We don't want, so just touch it. That's how you keep it clean. And I put or, because this is a good way to learn same notes, different strings. Oops, I didn't mean to put a bend on the tabs. I'll have to fix that. But it's the same notes, different strings. I put it just because. 323 timestamp number 31, 12B. We're going to pick hammer 15, pull 12, and 15G, one of my favorite little short riffs or licks. I think of Vivian Campbell when I do this, but I also think of Schenker because he uses it a lot. Couple ways to pick this. You can start with a down and end with a down, or you can start with an up and end with a down. See how I changed the picking there? Those are all downs. And try starting this on the last note like we were doing with the other one. Might be easier. Anyways, fun stuff. Last one. 3 minutes and 28 seconds, number 32, 12B to 15 pull 12. 14G bend release pull to 12. 15B slow bend. I like the third finger for all the higher frettings on this. You could go pinky. All right, fun stuff, Will. I think it's the second time you let me do this for you, man, and hopefully you'll let me do this more, especially if you're getting the results you want. At the end of the day, that's what matters. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.